Hello everyone, it's Aidan here from Push Square with John McCormick's review of Jurassic World Evolution 3. Let's see if this trilogy capper is worth checking out in our full PS5 review. The Jurassic World Evolution series' greatest strength has always been how it sits comfortably in that sweet spot, somewhere between serious park building mechanics and the giddy wonder of dinosaur related mayhem. Jurassic World Evolution 3 is the best yet. Not revolutionary by any stretch of the imagination, but a game that knows what made its predecessors enjoyable and doubles down on that whilst ironing out a few wrinkles in the process. Case in point, the campaign. Now you may recall from our review of Jurassic World Evolution 2 that we thought the main campaign in that game was a bit of a misfire, but other modes made up for it. Here, the campaign is the best it's ever been. There's a story involving a terrorist group that thinks dinosaurs should have stayed dead, and they're working to undermine your attempts at irresponsibly turning the previously extinct lizards into zoo attractions for profit. It's got big "are we the baddies" energy. The story is exactly as present as it needs to be for a game like this, offering a little flavour while never feeling intrusive. Terrorists, dinosaurs, we don't need much more than that. But the structure of the campaign is incredibly canny, having you start work on a park only to quickly hit a roadblock that requires visiting another site looking for a solution. Perhaps you'll need to research a vaccine for a disease, or you may want to secure funding from a conservationist group but have to prove your chops by running a sanctuary for dinosaurs first to do so. Once you've done what needs to be done, you can then move back to your original park and improve it, or continue on other sites to build your skill set further. Each new site is an opportunity to learn, and you can then return to older sites at any time and use the knowledge you've acquired elsewhere to further their development. Now, playing through the campaign sees you hopping from park to park, potentially every few hours, so while it does take a minute or two to get your bearings when returning to an older site, it helps create a sense that you're managing a global network rather than working through missions starting from scratch repeatedly. While you're managing your park, you'll be given updates by a crack team of advisors who mostly extol your virtues as park builder while offering insight into various dinosaurs. There's also an obnoxious suit character who chimes in from time to time and only cares about the almighty dollar. Would it be Jurassic Park without it? But the star of the show once again is the returning Jeff Goldblum as Dr. Ian Malcolm, whose role as an advisor is to prognosticate doom and gloom at every step while delivering lines with unhinged cadence and seemingly random inflections.
But, you know, what could possibly go wrong?
Every time he pops up to let you know that mixing dinosaur DNA to create super dinosaurs is probably a bad idea, it's a bewildering treat for the ears. Actually, managing your park in Jurassic World Evolution 3 remains a streamlined process compared to other games in the genre, and it benefits from it. Food and drink shops rake in a profit, but you won't be tinkering with salt levels in the fries or anything granular like that. A handy colour coding scheme lets you know which areas of your park are sufficiently serviced by amenities so you know where to place new shops, and from there all you need to do is cater that shop to the tastes of the local tourists. If your park is attracting thrill seekers, they may prefer a restaurant with a jukebox, but visitors interested in learning may want fossil displays with their rustler burgers. It's simple, straightforward, and once done, you can pretty much leave your shop to generate coin for you to spend on more exciting ventures. Dinosaurs, that's what we're here for, and that's what Jurassic World Evolution 3 serves up in spades. There's a vast array of scaly beasts that you can bring back from extinction to be gawped at by tourists with more money than sense, ranging from cute, miniature lizardy things to big, bitey monstrosities. Obviously, the bigger and nastier the creatures, the more moolah you make, and there lies the central crux of the Jurassic World Evolution series. For every giant, terrifying dinosaur that you add to the park, the probability that one of these rascals is going to get out and enjoy an all-you-can-eat tourist buffet goes up. It will happen, it has to. Jeff Goldblum warns you about this, and as always, a gigantic tooth and claw machine marauding through the streets and introducing itself to idiots with "I Love Dinosaur" t-shirts via the medium of chomping remains stellar entertainment. When the inevitable happens and the dinosaurs run amok, your capture teams will try to tranquilize the beasts. But if you want, you can actually take control and take them down yourself from a helicopter with a tranq rifle. You can also visit any of your viewing platforms to see what the tourists see when they're checking out your dinosaurs, and you can ride the tours through dino exclosures to enjoy an up close and personal view if you so desire. And you may want to do that since one of the cool new features in Jurassic World Evolution 3 is dinosaur families. Listen, we don't have to explain the birds and bees to you, that's what the magazine your dad hides in his sock drawer is for, but suffice to say, if you put a lady dinosaur and a fella dinosaur in an enclosure together, put some Barry White on, there's certainly going to be eggs that will then hatch into baby dinosaurs. Baby dinosaurs add a whole new dynamic to the game for two reasons. First, if you've got dinosaurs that like to eat leaves from the top of trees, it stands to reason that the baby versions won't be able to reach their dinner. So if you're planning a family, you need to make sure you accommodate Junior's needs as well as those of mum and dad. Second, if left unchecked, dinosaurs can breed to the point of overpopulation, and so you may need to build bigger enclosures than usual if you're planning on making babies. Aside from the campaign, you can also play a challenge mode which unlocks as you progress, and in this mode you're tasked with fulfilling certain criteria in parks while adhering to strict rules, often with time limits too. There's also a classic sandbox mode if you just fancy building a park full of dinosaurs without having to fulfill any particular obligations other than making enough money to keep going. Or you can tweak settings to make the game harder for yourself if that's your thing. It's all good. Jurassic World Evolution 3 is exactly what it needs to be. There's new additions to the formula that was set by its predecessors that enhance the experience rather than detract from it, and it accentuates what the series did well before to new heights. Dinosaurs are the name of the game, and whether you're here to help create dino families or if you just want to see a giant lizard eating the clientele, this third installment delivers. We're giving Jurassic World Evolution 3 an 8 out of 10. Thank you everyone for checking out John's review of Jurassic World Evolution 3. Let me know if you plan to pick this one up down in the comments below, and while you're there, remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more PlayStation video content just like this. Anyway, until next time, I've been Aaron, and this has been Push Square.